Today's lesson is on commonly confused words, and this is part 2. We already did a lesson on this previously, and it covers communicating skills lesson number 105. Our first set of word pairings is quite versus quiet. So quite is a one-syllable word, and it means completely or wholly or really, whereas quiet is a two-syllable word that means to be still or make no sound. So it's just the E and the T that switch places to create these two different words. Our next word pairing is than versus then. So than is a comparison word, like when we say greater than or less than, more than, whereas then is like next or at that time. So than, you might say Athena runs faster than her brother, whereas then could be, then we decided to go swimming. So it's just the A versus E. Our third word pairing is already versus already. So when already is one word, it only has one L, and it means before now or by that time. So a sentence could be, we had already gone. Versus already as two words means everyone ready or completely ready. So you could say, are you all ready to go? Amount and number both refer to types of quantity, but amount refers to things that can be measured, whereas number refers to things that can be counted. So you would say that is a large amount of money, because you can measure how much money there is in dollars and cents. But you would say a large number of people were at the stadium, because you can't necessarily measure, well, you'd measure the amount by counting them. So if you count it, it would be a large number. Our fifth pairing is actually quite Shakespearean, neither a borrower nor a lender be, from Hamlet. We're looking at the difference between borrow and lend. So to borrow is to take temporarily. So when you borrow, you are receiving something, whereas to lend is to give temporarily. So you are loaning something, you are lending. So you would say, may I borrow $1 from you? And you could ask, do you want me to lend you $1? Our next word pairing is emigrate versus immigrate. So to emigrate or emigration is when you leave a country, and then you immigrate when you come into a country. So it's kind of just the two different directions. So you might emigrate from France to Canada. And so you would emigrate from France, which means you would leave France, and you would immigrate to Canada, which means you would come to Canada. So my great-grandfather emigrated from England. He immigrated to Canada, okay? Would be a different scenario as well. Our seventh pairing is maybe versus may be. Maybe is like perhaps. Maybe I'll be at the dinner. Whereas may be is actually a verb phrase. I may be at the dinner. So it comes at a different part in the sentence. Our final pairing is sit versus set. Sit means to occupy a seat, whereas set means to place. So please sit in my new chair versus set the dishes on the table. This lesson will cover 2 pages. On the first one, for part A, you will need to circle the correct word in the brackets to fill a sentence. And for part B, they'll have used the wrong word, so you need to cross out the incorrect word and write the correct one on the blank. There are, however, 6 sentences that do not have errors. When you're finished, there'll be a few questions on a Google form for you to fill out and hand in, and then you will be all done.